So hi there, as you can see in my previous video, I just told you guys that one person in our campus in China just tested positive, and then we the school, the whole government have to put us on lockdown. So we're here on isolation center, and in this video we're gonna talk about our stay here in the isolation center, the few challenges that we have been facing, and as well as the good aspect, right? As well as the good aspect that we have been also receiving here. And then we talk about a few other things together. So don't go, subscribe, and get all the latest news from the isolation center. I'm gonna introduce us to our rooms that they gave us, and then we're gonna look around, and then after that we talk about all the things that have been going on here. So as you can see, it's a full room, single room, and then we have your bed. We have our bed here, and here we go. Yes. So here you have your bed here, and then let me just stand. All right. So we have our bed here. As you wake up every day, there's a bed for you to actually lie down. And then here we have our television set. You have also your internet, as you can see. And then you have your washroom here as well. So in the washroom, this is how it is. Good. And then that is that. Also, you have your air condition here, and then this. Let me also stay here and give you a gist of the room as well. So this is the room, as you can see, right? So as you can see your bed, and all of that. So before we go on to talk about what we're actually going to and how life is here on this campsite, I'd like to talk about this isolation center, right? So this isolation center is exactly new, and we are the first batch of people to actually come here in this isolation center. And this is what the school did. They actually divided us into groups where we were assigned to various cities alongside the city, right, or various isolation centers. So they actually did according to your school or department. For example, I'm in a center of economic research, right? So you take the school actually, based on that they send you to your isolation center, and then it's just like 3 hours drive from where the school is currently located. And then this isolation center is actually in a forest, and in a city called Zibo, right? Others are in Taiwan, others are in Jinan, others are in different cities alongside the city, right? So this is what actually we go through. And let me, before I go on, I would like to say that because this place is exactly new, there are few challenges that we've come across, and these are minor challenges, right? Not as major challenges, right? Good. So this is what we go through every morning. I think between the hours of 6 to 6:30, they come, they check, they run a test on you, and actually they go. And in the same time, you have to take this thermometer and actually measure your temperature and record it in a group, right? Yes, you have to record it in a group in the same morning after they taking the test. And then before 5 p.m., you also have to take your temperature and also record it in a group. Of course, when it comes to food, we are being fed 3 times a day: morning, and afternoon, and in the evening as well. So and it's actually quite good, right? It's very good. I think the local government is actually doing well, and I like it. And here also we have basic rules that you must also follow, of course, man. When it comes to Chinese and their rules, you cannot take that away from them. And here in the isolation center, there's no way you have to go out. Yes, there's no way that you have to go out. And the only thing that can take you out is when they knock your door and they come and run the text on you, or when they knock your door for food. That is the only cases that you can actually go out. Apart from that, there's no way you can actually go out. You have to stay in your room. And here our estimated stay here on this site is it's 2 weeks, right? It's 2 weeks. And we hope that is we hope if they don't even record a case whilst we're here. We are here with Chinese students, we international students, we are here with Chinese students. In fact, I am just opposite a Chinese female student, right? So they come, they knock, and that is it. There are rules as well, as I was saying. There are rules, and these rules you must follow. The rules are that there is no way you should go out, and if you go out and you're being caught, this is your punishment. Maybe they said they're gonna delay you for extra 2 weeks on your own cost, right? You're gonna pay for these expenses. So your room, you're gonna pay for that. Your feeding, you're gonna pay for that, and your transportation, you're gonna pay for that. And I don't think I want to pay all these costs myself since it's free, right? Secondly, I don't have a choice. So why shouldn't I follow the rules and enjoy my life and go my way, right? So these are the few things that been happening since we got here on this isolation center. It's not as scary as other worlds means, right? So I don't have the opportunity, but a few that I can see. Let me just show you around. Good. So as you can see, this is it. It's actually so that, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is how it looks like. There are cameras around. There are cameras around where it's monitoring our movement. That's why I'm saying that you don't have to go. And apart from these cameras, there are drones as well flying over you everywhere. So there's no way that you go out that they won't see you. They will definitely see you. And then I think that is our quiet stay here. And I would say that if you have a family member here, don't panic, man. I don't know what others might also think about but for my opinion personally, I think it's quite okay, apart from the fact that you cannot go out and you're stuck in your room for continuous 2 weeks. Apart from that, I think it's okay. So if you have a room, a family member here, I can assure you that it's quite okay, where there's no panic, right? Good. So before you go, don't forget to subscribe, and where our next video I'm gonna talk about how I actually move on, or how I actually go about my day here in the isolation center. What are the things that I do to actually keep me not being depressed? And when I talk about depressed also, they have actually psychologist, right? Psychologist or a counselor, where if you're feeling depressed, you can call, you can talk, so you can just be okay, right? So in my next video, we're going to talk about what I actually do for me to not go into the depressed mood, my life here in the isolation center, and a few other things that we can also talk about. So subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, right? See you again in my next video. Bye bye.